All right, we are here at Autogra 1, which is the bus and train station, I assume, over there. Is this where we got picked up the other day?
I believe so.
But anyway, so just wanted to get out here and say traveling isn't always peaches and cream. Sometimes it's quite frustrating. We are actually on our way to Bran Castle on a day trip from Brașov here, and unfortunately, Rome to Rio, yeah, not very pleased with that app right now. Brought us to the wrong station, only to find out that we are supposed to be at Autogra 2, which is quite a bit of ways. So we just called another Uber, and we are gonna jump in there now and head over there. So yeah, it's not always the way you plan it out to be. All right, it's looking up for us. We finally got to the right bus station. This is Autogra 2. We were at 1. So make sure you come to 2, and the bus is at platform 2 actually over here. There's a little sign that has the times and the destination as well. There's a woman inside who informed us of the correct platform, but you actually buy tickets on the bus. So here's where you want to be over here. And then there's a little schedule there as well. Well, it stopped snowing and it looks like maybe a little sun's poking through. That's always nice. While you're waiting, there's a little pastry store here and a little coffee dispenser as well. I would recommend bringing a couple of single lay either way, because there's a bathroom over there and it's one lay to use the restroom. And you can also grab, a little snack for your trip, or also for while you're at the castle too. So keep that in mind. Hello. 2, please. Thank you. Front row seats. Just got 2 tickets, 8 lay apiece, so 16 total. So roughly $4 for each of us. We're on our way. Little quick clip of the view out of the window of the bus here. Probably not the best view. The window's a little salted and dirty on the outside, and the bus is quite full now, so it's actually the windows are pretty fogged up and you can't really see out. So I've had to use the curtain to wipe a little spot, but yeah, the bus is it's got its pretty grimy points, but for the most part it's nice. The seats are okay. They're not too torn up, they're not dirty. I was just thinking, after taking the 2 Ubers and the price of the bus ticket, we could have just taken an Uber all the way there. So that's something to consider. Maybe we'll take one on the way back, and they should be roughly around the same price, but most likely a little bit more convenient having taken the Uber. But we'll see here shortly. Well, the bus just dropped us off literally right here at the entrance to the castle. It's just there. There's a little park right behind you, so if you need to stop and get yourself together before you head up, or have a snack or whatever, I'm sure this is a beautiful little spot in the spring. But yeah, this was the little stop here. It literally just stopped right across the street, and we're gonna head up and see what the cost is. We'll get that on here for you, and then we'll head in. All right, so we've just found the entrance here. You have to pass through this massive tourist trap with all this Transylvania vampire kitsch. It's common tourist trap stuff, little keychains and things of that nature. But yeah, we're just heading in here to the ticket office. We're just kind of doing a circle around the castle here, just doing a little trailblazing. I'm not sure if this is frowned upon, but it looks like somebody came before us. Yeah, we're just heading around the grounds before we head in, trying to get some different shots of the castle from the outside. It's pretty neat to as you go along looking back up at it. Well, I guess we kind of hit a dead end, but there's a beautiful little creek down there, and this very nice, what looks like would be like a nice big fire pit area here. There's the one view of the castle. Another view of that nice little stream down there, just from below the entryway here. Nice beautiful view here up at the castle. Alright, we'd entered into the castle, and pretty neat here. This is where Queen Mary stayed, and these doors are actually, what did it say, 1693?
Yeah. Yeah, so that should make them the oldest part of the castle.
These two looks like iron, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then this was her bedroom here. But yeah, the tickets were, was it 40?
Yeah.
40 lei total. And so we did 2, so that was 80. And I believe that comes out to roughly 20 euro for the 2 of us. So that's not terrible. And we're gonna wander around and check out this interior of this castle, and hopefully we get some decent views as we go along for you guys. See if I can get a shot of this little nook before someone comes in here. Really neat little fireplace area with a little 4-piece chair set there. Nice tight stairway here leading up from the bottom. Watch your head, it says.
It's cool. It's a secret passage.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
It
a little,
was at one point.
little view back down there. And that just opens up into here. Man, some of these nooks in here are legit. This one's awesome. It's got a little fireplace here, a little sofa area here. It's pretty awesome. Love these beams in here. View this little courtyard here for you guys. Couple placards when you come up on this little balcony, and they explain to you what certain points are down here in this valley below where that creek was running that I've been showing you guys. Nice clear view from up here. Pretty awesome. Rather curious, they still have a little exhibition here on Vlad the Impaler, or as he's been become known as Dracula. Sorry to break it to you guys, but he was never actually associated with this castle in any way. I think they used to have more of a big exhibition on the whole Dracula castle thing, but I think that was more of like a tourist draw kind of thing. They're not really pushing that anymore. And if anything, there's more information on Mary actually than on Dracula and the whole Bram Stoker Dracula association with this castle, which isn't a thing. So just so you know. Speaking of not being actually associated with Dracula, I just noticed that the directional signs are like little vampire hands with their big nasty fingernails. Yep, just moving along room to room. Little stufa, looks like, I would imagine that's like a heater type device there. We've seen those before. Some nice views out the window. I love these wood floors, all these wood steps. It's really old wood, it's really neat. Little torture chamber section here. Got all these old torture devices. Table over there. Got the chastity belt over here. I'm not sure that's a torture device, but quite interesting. Nice. Let's see this guy. Silly old masks. Look at this friggin' thing. Goodness. All right, we just finished the tour. How long do you think we were in there? Maybe about an hour.
About an hour.
What'd you think?
I really liked it. I think, I love castles, I love history. It's old, it's wooden, it's beautiful inside.
Sure. There's actually a portion, there's a gift shop that has a time tunnel that's a separate entry fee from the castle here itself. We are opting out of doing that today. It's basically a more extensive display of information about like Vlad the Impaler and Dracula and all that. And like I said before, it's actually, this castle isn't associated with him in any way, so that's really just like a tourist trap kind of thing for those that are interested in those stories. You can check that out. We're gonna, like I said, opt out of it. But there was a they gave us a paper that was a voucher for a meal. I'm not sure if we'll check that out, but I wanted to include that in case we don't go over there and have it. But basically it was like 40 was it 40? 45 lei for like a 3-course meal, and they give you like a menu in your language so you can see what your choices are there. So that's an option as well. But yeah, that's the castle there. I know I didn't include too much of the inside, but I wanted to leave something for everyone to see and also enjoy it myself. But yeah, it's a nice view of this flag blowing here over this beautiful view here. So we did find the restaurant that was on the little, what was the voucher, I guess they were calling it here. We are actually going to not stay and eat there.
Which is too bad because it smells delicious.
Yeah, it looks like a nice little place. Unfortunately, there were several cats and dogs roaming around inside. So if that's your thing, that's fine, but I'd rather not eat in a place where animals are walking about. So yeah, that's my take on that. Check it out if you'd like, but unfortunately we can't give you an opinion on that. I do think that the little deal that they were offering was good, so I recommend checking it out. Alright, we did find a restaurant. We were about to just leave and head back to our Airbnb, but we thought, nah, we'll tuck in this little restaurant. Will you show us what we got?
Yeah, I got, I don't even,
Where we at?
Skazuca, yeah. It was bean ragu with smoked sausage is what I
Nice.
chose.
So it's like kind of like a bean soup or something, I
I
wonder.
guess so, yeah. Something that felt a little more traditional.
And that was €6, I believe.
I think so.
And then I got, let's see, where's the pizzas? I got, so this is generally known as a Diavola pizza or devil, but of course they have it as Dracula. So I got the pizza Dracula, basically pepperoni and spicy salami. You'll find that fairly common here in Europe. And that was 31 lei, and that came out to roughly €6.50. So pizza and a bean soup for less than, what, $15? That's pretty good. And when it comes out, I'll get a shot of it before we head out. We'll let you know what we thought. Alright, I got the pizza. I got it down by myself, and Rachel's got her beans and sausage there. What do we got here? Some bread?
Yep, got bread.
Ooh, nice. So we're gonna grab these meals out, and as soon as we get out of here, we'll let you know what we thought about the food and our experience here at the castle before we head out.
So we ordered a couple of desserts, which we never do, but they have some really good regional stuff that we wanted to try. So the one I got, I believe, is called papanashi, and it's like a donut with cheese filling and jam, something like that. And AJ got like pancakes with honey and walnuts,
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah. And I think both of them were, like yours was, mine was like $3, yours was probably like $3.50
yeah,
or something.
$3.54, something like that. So not very expensive, but
For sure.
we don't do it a lot, but we figured we'd splurge this one time
For sure.
on something sweet.
We'll get a shot of these desserts when they come out and let you see how the papanashi looks. Well, they're not exactly pancakes, but crepes. And here's Rachel's, how do you say it? Papanashi?
Papanashi, yeah.
Jeez, that's a lot, Rachel. What do you think? You gonna be able to get all of it?
Well, I'm gonna try my hardest.
Well. Alright, we're gonna dig in. We'll let you know what we thought. Oh, Bert, it's so cold out here. So what'd you think of the restaurant?
I liked it. It was charming. It was warm. My
Is my lens clean?
I think so.
Okay, sorry.
My papanash was papanashi. I don't know, but it was so good. I ate the whole thing. I'm
There was
not
two-
ashamed to admit it because it was so good.
And my my pizza and my crepes were good enough. I mean, they weren't nothing to write home to mom about, but I'm not complaining. They were decent. So the overall experience in the restaurant was really good. So we ended up having 2 meals and dessert for 96 lei.
96 lei, and they actually they include the tip here, which has been the first restaurant that we've been to thus far in Romania that has done that.
Right. So that's roughly like €25,
Yeah,
24
roughly less
euro
than that. Yeah.
for 2
about
decent
that.
meals. And but yeah, the overall experience at the castle was good. Rachel and I were just discussing actually the price is a little steep in consideration, like the Vatican and
And the Louvre are 17 euro is the entrance fee to get into those museums, and you can spend hours there, 8-9 hours there if you wanted to.
yeah, and you can see quite an extensive collection there. I think this is awesome, but like I said before, like don't get your hopes up going there thinking it's Dracula's castle. It's not. So you'll see that a lot in reviews. They did push at as Dracula's castle back in the day, but not so much anymore. There are other places that are actually associated with Vlad the Impaler. So if you're curious in that, check that out. But our overall experience at the castle in here was good. We're not going to spend too much time here. I think, in fact, we're going to go catch an Uber and head back to our place because
We just spent some time in the restaurant trying to find other things to do here without very much results. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna head back over to the bus stop where we first got dropped off, and we're gonna see if we can catch an Uber back to our Airbnb. And I'm gonna try to get some views as we go along through the countryside. Got that nice bright sun shining there behind the castle. We've just come back to the bus stop actually where we were dropped off, and jumped on the Uber app and called an Uber out this way. I don't remember exactly how much it was. I'll add that on when we get done. I think it was going to be roughly like 20-25 bucks, but we figured we'd give that a shot. That way we didn't have to mess with the bus, and then we'll be able to get dropped off directly at our apartment, so that's nice. And also it'll just be a bit more private, a little bit more enjoyable, and give us a little bit more of an opportunity to be able to look out the window and see the scenery as we go along, since the bus itself was rather fogged up and we didn't really get too much of an enjoyable view as we went. So hopefully that won't be the case here on our ride back in the Uber. Yep, perfect.
Thank you so much for a wonderful ride. Have a great day.
Be safe, thank you. All right, success. We just got dropped off, and what was it, like 20? Did we get that figured out yet?
I can tell you exactly.
Rachel's got the total right here. I get the key out. Oh. Wherever the damn key is.
It's coming.
Yeah, it was a very enjoyable ride. I didn't get much video actually as we were going along, because the gentleman actually spoke enough English that we were able to communicate. And he actually was telling us how he got attacked by a bear when he was like in his mid-20s, I guess. So that was pretty cool. And then
$26 was that trip.
$26 to get from our apartment all the way to Bran Castle, so that's pretty good. But yeah, he was telling us a story about how he got attacked by a bear, and I got pretty into that, so sorry. But yeah, we're back now, and I appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna head up and get some relaxation going.